A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh...
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No, please! Wait! Please, don't go! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here. Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
And away I go! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Ta! Ayaka told us about.
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
Want my opinion something to do with the vision hunt degree. It's clear I have done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. We are sure at the time teaching him the right thing to do, but equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
You must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay. Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he said he plans to leave us. We kept up. Was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
Up and leave all of a sudden.
It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. Why? Ever since
Help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? If you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you try a little harder to remember it again.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of the pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I hit after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Wait! There's more! I went to the shrine today and sat there a while. The aura more you gave me has faded a little, but it's still my book prior possession. That's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. Here we are! This seems to be somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that the village will must be something amazing after years. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Sounds so Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
I guess the only memory and letter belong to me too. I have no memory of anything written in this diary. Still, please that I chose to wait for 3 years. I must make a note of anything I can share with her when we were finally reunited. Everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. All I felt together. My I suppose I barely understood. Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here, keep waiting for her.
Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person.
more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? Your man will hear of this.
And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This and member of the Army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible. Simply ask him for everything. How he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. The right doesn't need people like him.
Why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Heard of the emergency provisions. Whether it's to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me it's unworthy of my vision. And they said I was lacking all in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the right Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
That's strange. Why would you be unworthy?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember it else. I know that I would perform certain things every month, but I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this feeling like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. Go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had,
Telling the truth. We better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. Should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Days just beginning. We do all every journey that will go down in horror history. You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Hard to steal that, you know?
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew we shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see it say? Was it stuff?
It was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I cleaned it myself once we got back. But we make a deal. That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
Deal's got a deal. Now show us what's in the box. Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't.
Let's get out of here.
Perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it. Perhaps you're here to pick up his business.
Whoa, let's we're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he expensive?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly with large quantities of foodstuffs. She'd always put the payment on his account. The usual have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite a disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than pull down.
Kurosawa was practicing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. No one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and not accountable.
People's attitudes will always price. Everyone the truth about the supplies from the start. Then there was the backlash like he was doing truly fancy. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. It's so clear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Did he tell you? Yes. He told me that the gift from his father. In hindsight, I you asked him about the sword. Perhaps he could provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before I go, if you kindly settle today's bill. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 more should be a fair price.
Emergency provisions were coming from. Let's be found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's look at Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything. What are you doing here all yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the person I was? I don't really have a relation. Even after all you told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that I brandished my sword to scare those two away. I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. And the sword was once wielded by my father. I remember when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "Sword, you should."
To be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. Use of virtue. I purchased the provisions for those in need. Look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission and the very people who were so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. Incapable of being a good person, yet equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Only for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul. The third person to have a vision taken is supposed to be a famous around these. Sounds pretty impressive. There's people around. Let's go talk to them.
Something will be fine. The dojo, but he put them all up in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though,
It's just because he's been possessed. That's all. The exorcism has taken place. He'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me throw my blade, or you won't live to regret it. Disciples.
Talking
so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earning. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Tomo, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that he was the best sword master in the world. And so, even while he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Julia and I have discussed it, and we both think he's possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the Shrine Maiden from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? Tommy, involving the head Shrine Maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested. Decided to come. You would have had witnesses of his madness. Stop getting to him. Heard him names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken. He was covering his ears, looking frantically around him with Sensei's. His senior, in fact. The Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If you would stop, be sure to be thirsty.
it! Come on, let's go after them!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Dolmon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Dolmon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore, but if you must know, I am Dolmon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Dolmon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Meikoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Meikoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Dolmon was different. First thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Dolmon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Dolmon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Dolmon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he was how could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind is the sharpest of all. He practiced Mikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it was true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
We got it wrong this time. No one here to mess with the exorcism at all. Still, back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Monaco, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed someone. But spirits may take a period of work, many of which I cannot claim to witness myself. I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. For I would not know that the eye has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
The same lady that I think you mean?
Knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict. That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your time arrived at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not wish to keep you waiting. I must go now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Dawn a full and speedy recovery.
Yae herself taken notice of our sensei's case.
You mean to say that Sensei isn't Lady Yae's
Not at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just
right at us just now. It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Ai, Dolman has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Ai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In fact, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
Then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices make you a shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Ai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Father. I'm sorry.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai. Why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you put along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambition short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Mekiyoshi sweet art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you you. It is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worried for me and for the state of Miyakiyoshi's art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. It's just I couldn't do in part to you everything left in my life so far. This is my last. I ask all inside. My sister here told me to meet her word.
You can count on that. I check in on you occasionally, just to make sure you haven't lost your mind again. But I am used to playing for one another. I don't have a lot of dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you are not cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Ayaka and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Moment, please. Lady Ayaka has words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh light to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Curious what you really meant by that. We can come back to it another time.
See that he stays safe.
to fulfill all your wishes! Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though!
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Nagonohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
books were more interesting in the past. Delicious.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you have powers to resist the vision, then you better think again. You're not the first kind with the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention.
Alright. Here, take it.
What?
He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you had lost my fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
Convincing performance.
Here. I think I was about to unleash primordial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Overreacting, we were on the same side. I just didn't know it yet. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, current owner
summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. I was thinking you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. I can't even imagine trying to run the business without. You guys don't do it? He has a plan. Awesome. I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. I didn't work I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got any fun too. Besides having vision mirrors in my shop, that is. So, I held at the police station. I won't disturb the area midway in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right personality.
Not bad, huh?
This will be interesting.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
I must withdraw.
Big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it. Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Brace yourself.
Incinerate!
Clear cut! I'll spare nothing.
Motion to compel!
Allow me. It's my curse. Ha! Ha! Watch your step. I need to train harder.
Teach me a lesson. Brace yourself. Show me what you've got. Watch your step.
Be gone! Swingblade!
I must leave no stone un-
Show me what you've got. Don't hold back.
Windblade!
I dare you. Allow me. It's my first. Watch your step.
steady as stone. As a dutiful maid would.
Allow me.
I'll catch up.
It's my first. Show me what you've got. Don't hold back. I dare you. Don't hold back. I need to train hard. I dare you.
Windblade!
Watch your step. I've been bested. Ugh. Teach me a lesson. Watch your step. Show me what you've got.
I must leave no stone un-
Be gone!
Don't hold back. Allow me. It's my first. Show me what you've got.
Masakatsu.
That little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to bring him out fast, then... Hey, Mia! When did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Who's that?
That's Gojo Sara, adopted daughter of the Gojo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Time for my little present.
Huh? Is that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on, we've got no time to lose. They could be back any minute.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well, you can bet we'll do all we can to keep...
Leave this place.
we're finally out of that creepy place.
Get out of there. Like healing up her.
Take him to be treated. Wish me luck!
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of hot pot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But what should we choose? Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist flower corollas. This is already shaping up to be a hot pot to remember!
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of hot pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hot Pot Challenge is me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
books were more interesting in the past.
What delicious tea.
Where do we go?
I'd like to request your assistance. Why not be nervous? This is not coming from the Hero Commission or the Kamisato clan. It is my own
Request? You mean personal stuff?
correct. It concerns my mother. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, you are the only person I can entrust this to. A few days ago, I was sorting through some old family belongings when I found a notebook that belonged to my mother. She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. My attention was the name. It is one that I have never heard before, so the fact that she mentions it it makes it difficult for me to ignore.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, both my brother and I are familiar with the vast majority of their acquaintances. So, I am very curious about this mysterious individual. I would very much like to meet them. Her name is Tsubaki. Seems to have been someone very important to my mother. Someone with a lot of personality, who liked to have fun.
Thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given. We can head straight there. I wanted you to assist me with the preparation of greeting gifts. Please keep everything I have told you in strict confidence. The action would involve my brother and sister together, but she is terribly busy at present, and on a serious note, I don't wish to involve anybody else as soon in this matter. Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered person with genuine concern for other people. Not to mention trustworthy. I would not feel comfortable with anyone else in this situation.
In terms of just treat us to some delicious food and we'll be more than happy.
Wonderful! In fact, I was hoping to take this opportunity to show you both around. If you don't mind, of course.
Oh, we don't mind.
Kindly. Shall we head off? Style of the boat is its first stop. occurrence here, Ninazuma. We in the Yashiro Commission are very well acquainted with these sorts of customs. Each season brings its own festival, and each festival in turn brings a fresh challenge to the task of maintaining public order. So, while festivals are undoubtedly joyous and lively occasions, for us, they are also cause for concern. Oh, my apologies. I should stop thinking about work. This is hardly relevant to the matter at hand. This store here is the place I wanted to visit. Styles, please take a look. Welcome to Okura Textiles and Kimonos. Are you here to purchase fabric or for tailored garments? Oh, greetings to you too. I have a design here for a garment. Would you be so kind as to take a look?
Oh, Ayaka came prepared.
Let me see. Very fine design. Kimono following this design, yes? Please, if you could. There's one rather difficult problem. Majority of Venezuela's silk is imported from the harbor. As you well know, even under a strict lockdown. In all honesty, we're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of our tailoring business has been put on hold indefinitely. Of course, if our customers are able to provide the fabric themselves, we can still be of service.
So you're saying we need to go buy some silk first?
If even Okura Textiles and Kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade fabric, where would we buy it from? You could try the International Trade Association. They're a little better connected than we are. After all, the association brings together merchants from all over the world. The only thing is their prices. Sometimes we're lucky we even have an option of getting all of the things we want in the first place.
It's getting close, maybe this is an ordeal in Inazuma. Wait, the International Trade Association? That's Kurisu's thing, right? We haven't been to Rito in a while.
It looks like that will be our next stop. Thank you ever so much. We'll be back with more fabric.
Perfect distance! To the very end.
Here, let me help you.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.